What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Howard, and we are back with episode 23 of WWE Supercard. So we got a ton of stuff to go over today. I want to start off by talking about fusions. I'm sure you have heard, if you are a regular Supercard player by now, but fusions have been confirmed for Season 2, and you can find out more information on the Supercard Twitter, I believe. But basically it's going to work very much like the loyalty fusions, where it will be based off of points. So if we go ahead and look at, let's go ahead and look at the fusion chamber. So in Season 1, you had to use specific cards to get a WrestleMania fusion, or to get a Survivor fusion, or all the way down to common. And, so here you can see you have to sacrifice a WrestleMania card, you have to sacrifice a Survivor card, 2 epics, a legendary, and a Survivor fusion, I think is what that was. And, the same can be said for every other fusion that they had. You'd have to, feed the chamber specific cards to get the fusion of your choice. Now, the one thing that is the same is, if you look here, in order to get an uncommon fusion, you have to put a common fusion into the chamber. And then for a rare, you need an uncommon fusion, a super rare, you need a rare fusion, and so on. So that is staying the same. In the new fusion chamber, you will have to have a fusion of the tier below in order to get a new one. But so why don't we just go ahead? I'm going to show you. I'm not going to actually do anything here, but this is more of what the new fusion chamber is going to look like. This is just the loyalty fusion chamber I'm using as an example to show you. But basically, assume if you want a rare fusion card, you'd have to put an uncommon fusion at the top, and then you can use all of the other spots. You can use as few or as many of them as you want to basically, fill up the point meter. So for this card, it would be 1250 points. So you could throw in like a legendary pro card or something, and that would probably fill it up by itself. Or you could throw in 7 epic cards or something like that. So I like that better. It makes it a little bit easier to have the cards to get to put into the chamber, instead of trying to save epic cards and save legendary cards, or whatever it is that you don't have at the moment. And I'm looking forward to it. They did say it is only going to be going up to Survivor fusions as of right now. But the way they wrote it, it seemed kind of like WrestleMania fusions might come down the line. But from what I heard, a Survivor fusion will be able to compete with a Survivor event card. And the same, I would assume, would be said for WrestleMania ones if they ever released those. So that was kind of the biggest gripe in Season 1, where people would, work really hard for the event cards, and then people who, didn't would have fusions, and fusions would just destroy the event cards almost every time. So it makes it a little bit more fair, but it also gives everyone an incentive to play and to better their decks. I know I'll benefit from some Survivor Fusion pros in my deck, but alright, so real quick, I just want to show you guys, we did end up getting the WrestleMania Dean Ambrose in the team event. I know that was a couple days ago, but the event's ending, so figured I'd show you that. And we also are currently in the Road to Glory right now, so that is going good. I plan on going for the AJ Styles in this account just because I really want that picture, but I won't be able to get the Pro. If let's see, we can go ahead and look at the deck I'm using right now. Everything from my Booker T and below, I'm just training up right now. But if you look to the left, you will see my new Road to Glory deck as it is when I autofill. I'm also training up Paige and Charlotte down at the bottom there. But I'll check that out in just a minute. I want to look. I think I am entering the quarterfinals of a WrestleMania King of the Ring, and I'm facing none other than Bakryu. Props to him for making the quarterfinals. I hope I win. I don't know if I'll be able to win. But the good thing about WrestleMania King of the Rings is just making the quarterfinals will get me a Survivor card, and that's really the bare minimum of what I want to get. So, I can't complain too much if I lose, but obviously I would like to, get maybe 2 Survivor cards or even a WrestleMania card. I think I finished in 5th place. So even if I beat Bakryu, I'm going to have to face the number 1 seed, and that was kind of up in the air. I think he beat me 2 out of the 3 matchups during the regular 45 games. So I mean, I would have a chance, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I definitely plan on energizing. I do have a slight disadvantage because I can show you, or you might even see it in this game here. My Survivor Pro Paige is her 4 stats are fully trained up, but she is not fully leveled yet because I just haven't had the cards to feed to her. So I think she's like level 20 of 25 or something, close to that, and she's in my single diva slot right now. So if I get a divas matchup, I'm probably not gonna win that unless someone has like a legendary or WrestleMania card. You can see Paige there. But I'm gonna play a couple games of the Road to Glory here, and then we will check out hopefully that first King of the Ring match, or that first quarterfinal match will be over, and we'll see how I'm doing. We'll re-energize later on, and then we'll go check out my second account, alright? So, how are you guys doing in this event? I know I tried to get the rare card before I went to bed last night. The event starts at 3 a.m. for me, so I was up a little bit late, but I got the rare card. I went to bed, and now I believe I'm on the ultra rare card. I just played a couple matches, and then I figured I'd record. So, I think I'll be able to get the event card. I mean, I'm not gonna spend a ton of money if it ends up being harder, down the line. But I would really like that AJ, the picture of that AJ Styles, because I do have WrestleMania Pro AJ Styles that I could take the event's picture from and put it on. That would kind of make me feel like I had the event card, even though I don't. And I mean the AJ Styles event card would make my Road to Glory deck as well. So I guess there's some incentive to get it there. Throw in Kalisto. Also, I pulled a WrestleMania Neville, and that ends up making my third non-event WrestleMania Pro. So I'm working on training him up right now. The first one has been done for a while. I think I got it in maybe a team event, or maybe it was one of the events. Maybe it might have been a Ring Domination or something a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty cool. I'm starting to build my deck up. It takes time, but I'm hoping I have maybe 10 WrestleMania Pros in the next like 2 months, like over the summer, I'd really like to get, a bunch more WrestleMania Pros, just because I really would love to be able to finish the Road to Glory without like really hitting a big wall. I mean, I know the past couple Road to Glories I've been making really good progress, and I think now my wall is somewhere on the event card. But last event it was fairly early on. I think I might have gotten maybe like quarter of the way through the event card, and then I hit the wall. So I mean, it could definitely be worse, but I'd like to just get it over with and not have to worry about it. Like Sunday night when the event's ending, I'd rather, maybe finish it Saturday, or maybe like earlier in the day Sunday. But you watch people like Super's Oh My God, and he gets the card in like early Friday afternoon or some shit, and I'm like, really? Like, how much money does that take? Granted, I mean, he can win the plus 10s, but you have to buy bouts for that. There's no way you can finish in like less than 20 hours or whatever he does it in. So I'm looking forward to this. The fusions are coming out on Sunday the 22nd, I think is the date, and I have a ton of Legendary Pros. I have a bunch of Survivor singles that I don't really think I'm gonna worry about proing. I mean, at least I have them there if I need something to throw in the chamber. But it'll be interesting to see how long each fusion takes, because I think that was the one thing they didn't tell us, or one of the things they didn't tell us. I would definitely love to be able to get like a Survivor fusion, in like a week or so. I think that would be nice. I don't know. I mean, I think the WrestleMania fusions took a full week in Season 1. So Survivor fusions would be like maybe 3 days or something, 4 days. And, the other cards would take like a day, couple hours. So, I mean, if I start Sunday, maybe I'll be able to get a Survivor fusion. It'll be interesting because you're not guaranteed specific Survivor or specific fusion cards at all. So it's completely random. So it also depends on how many different cards there are in each tier. That would definitely affect how soon you can actually get a pro. So I mean, I'd like to get a pro, but I don't know how long it will take. So, and it looks like I did lose the first quarterfinal match. I will come back to that in a moment to check exactly how that went down. In the meantime, on my second account, we played up until the Kane in the team event, and we ended up getting the John Cena, which is good because it will make a good Legendary Pro for a lot of us. That paired with the login bonus. We did not get the Kane card, but everyone kind of tried their best to play at the end. I got 520 points, Parker got 445, and everyone else did really well. So, it's we're getting closer. I think what we just need to do is get some better cards in the deck, maybe a couple WrestleMania singles or Survivor Pros. I do have a King of the Ring finished here. I will check that out in a moment. But first I'm just going to get this super rare Miz card. And again, I'm training up a couple epic and legendary single cards on here. Epic cards, not so much to make my deck, but just because I like to pro them for the catalog. And, it can't hurt to have gold pros. I don't know, it just gives me something to do. while I'm waiting for the the fusions to come out, or I'm waiting for something else. So this John Cena is the one that I got from the event, and I believe maybe might be Saturday or Sunday. I will get that second John Cena from the login rewards, and I'll probably throw him in the Road to Glory at least for whatever time is left, and try and level them up. John Cena is pretty much one of the best legendary pros in the game, so it'll end up being in my Road to Glory deck for at least a couple weeks or so, because I think I have a full legendary pro deck, and then 2 WrestleMania cards and 2 Survivor Pro cards. But if you look at my deck, just a couple weeks ago, you go back to some of the first episodes. I've made tremendous progress. It's you really just have to play as much as you can. Doesn't hurt to throw a little money into it here and there, just to kind of speed things up and maybe give you a better chance at getting higher rewards. Ring domination is kind of tough because you can't really play for cards that are 2 or 3 tiers above your deck, but Road to Glory is a great way to get cards. I've gotten the WrestleMania card in the last 2 Road to Glories. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for the Rusev just because he's not like the greatest card, but I might. We'll see how much time I have left and how much money I'll have to spend if that's the case. But if you really want to improve your deck, just keep playing, and your deck will improve. I remember when I first made the team for my second account here, I had like maybe Epic Pros were my best cards, I think. You guys can go back and check the best. You guys can go back and check what my best cards were, if you're really interested. But I'm pretty sure I just had like Epic Pros, some legendary singles, and in the past couple days, couple weeks, now I got 2 Survivor Pros and 2 WrestleMania cards. Go figure, right? Alright, so that is looking good. We're going to keep playing that later on. We can go and claim, if this loads, the King of the Ring rewards. So this was a legendary King of the Ring because I basically was just getting my butt whooped in Survivor King of the Rings, and I wasn't really getting... I would get maybe a single legendary card, and I figured, well, I can do that in legendary King of the Rings and possibly even get 2. And, so you can see here, I finished first. There was a lot of back and forth going on here. The semifinals were very back and forth. But guess what? I did just that. I came in and I won in the finals. Game 1 went well. It was all about the matchups here. I just had better matchups, with the exception of the Divas. But, Game 2 went maybe not as well. He had a Legendary Pro and Legendary Tag, but in Game 3, his Survivor Pro won, his Diva Tag won, and then I won the other 3 matchups. So I'm going to go ahead and claim my rewards. I really could use a Diva. Trying to maybe a Rock or a Daniel Bryan, but I'd love a new pro that would make my Road to Glory deck. Dolph Ziggler. I don't know if that is a pro or not. I'm going to have to check that. Oh, okay, well, looks like he's a pro. So, I just got a Legendary Pro from my King of the Ring rewards. Go figure, right? But, you know, can't complain too much. I mean, if we go ahead and look at my Legendary cards. So, I think for pros, I really would love a Rock, a Daniel Bryan. As I said, a Diva would be great. I mean, I have pretty much every friggin' Diva there is. I'm just going to go ahead and change this picture, because I'm not a fan of that one. I'm going to throw in the Fusion picture there. And I'll probably just switch it up so I can tell the difference between them. But yeah, I guess I will train those cards up when I get the chance. I'll probably throw them in once maybe my other cards are done. They're almost there. Alright, so let me go back really quick before we end the episode. Check out what happened in that first King of the Ring match. I lost match 1 to Bakuryu. And I'm assuming... let's just see. So, let's see. He had a power speed matchup. Yeah, The Rock would win that over The Undertaker. His Andre beat my Reigns. Oh, he does have a Legendary Pro Diva, actually. That's interesting. And then Power Toughness. Really? That's must have been the WrestleMania card that put him over, the support that put him over. So, my Andre beat his Reigns, his Andre beat my Reigns, and it looks like it was just kind of a toss-up when it came to the tags. So, I definitely have the chance of beating him, although I'm going to have to win 2 in a row now. But, you know, worst case scenario is a Survivor single card, which I guess I can handle. But, you know, with that being said, I think I'm going to bring this episode to an end. If you guys want more information about fusions or any of the updates for the game, you can go to the Supercard Twitter, or I believe they have... I think if you go to WWE Supercard Game.com, they have like a whole blog there as well with in-depth information for stuff. So yeah, that looks good. Let me know down in the comments below what cards you're going for in this Road to Glory. You know, I plan on going for the WrestleMania styles on this account. I might go for the Rusev on my second account, but that Survivor Natalia is really the goal there, because it'll give me a third Survivor Diva. And I think that'll make my my deck look a little bit better. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys really